Hey Beauty Guides, I'm Danessa Myricks, and now that we have 12 new shades of foundation, it's the best time to talk about my best tips and tricks for foundation application. Understanding how to apply foundation is one of the most important makeup skills, but there are so many things that people take for granted. First, you can have the most beautiful foundation to work with, but if you don't take the time to prepare the skin to receive that foundation, you'll never get optimal results. So I want to walk you through step by step how to create the best results with your foundation. It all starts with skincare and skin prep. Number one, always begin with clean skin. You want to have that perfect clean canvas to begin with. Next, it's all about skin prep. Now, if you haven't done a serum or any deep skincare routine, it's really important that you focus on hydration. A great place to start is with maybe 1 drop of One Drop Wonder, or my favorite, a drop of Due Date. By starting your foundation application with this beautiful base of oil, your skin really gets ready to receive makeup. And the extra bonus is that you're gonna have that natural, glowing, lit from within appeal right from the start. 1 drop is all you need. Take the time to massage it all over the face, and as a bonus, hit those ears, behind the ears, and you can even blend down the neck. Now, if your goal is for your makeup to stay all day, a priming spray is the way to go. First Base is designed to keep your product from settling into fine lines, and it does a great job of filling in pores and creating a really smooth makeup base. The trick to this is making sure you get full coverage all over the face. The recommendation is to design first an X and then a T. This will ensure that your entire face gets coverage with the primer. Now that you're all prepped and primed, it's time to think about the level of coverage that you like. There's so many options. You have a light coverage, medium coverage, and you can build this foundation even up to a full coverage. For a lighter coverage, I'd recommend using our Blenderful sponge damp. Run it under some warm water, give it a few squeezes, and it's ready to go. Take your sponge, just dip it lightly into your foundation, and go over the skin. I like to do a patting or a rolling motion. Ideally, it's great to start from the center of the face and work your way outwards. The benefit of using a damp sponge is that you're getting this beautiful layer of coverage while blending as you go. It gives the most refined, natural finish. Now, if you'd like to take your application up a notch to a more medium coverage, use that same Blenderful sponge, but dry. Simply take your sponge, dip it into your product, and just pat it along the face, starting from the interiors of the face outwards. You can use the flat side of the sponge for larger planes of the face, and use the tip of the sponge to get into smaller areas, like here in the pockets of the eye, or here in the outer pockets of the nose. Be sure to go all the way up through the hairline. Take it back, make sure you hit the tops of the ear, and be sure to blend down the sides of the neck. This way, regardless of any angle, everything looks seamless and blended. Building up your foundation to a fuller coverage is just as easy. The recommendation is to use a brush. A flat brush will give you a more intense laydown of product. The key is that regardless of which tool you use, that you work in light layers. This gives you the opportunity to build up your coverage to that perfect level. Using a brush allows for you to work on a larger surface area. The brush actually picks up a bit more product, so you'll get that full coverage result even faster. Now, once you've applied your desired amount of product, it's important to still blend. I recommend taking your Blenderful sponge and tapping it across the demarcation lines to make sure that everything is seamless and blended. Avoid dragging your sponge, because that simply will have you apply and take off the makeup at the same time. Build up slowly in light layers with your tap or your roll. Blend around the edges, and you'll get a perfectly blended, seamless result. Now that your foundation is in place and perfectly blended, it's time to set. Now, whether you're going for a light coverage or full-on coverage, setting is a very important step. And there are a few ways that you can do it. Powder is a perfect place to start. Start by choosing a perfect color powder that mimics your foundation shade. Using a fluffy brush, swipe and work in circular motions to blend that product right into the foundation. This process of setting with powder will lock your foundation in for a long wear all day. Now, be sure to get into all those places that we sometimes miss, like directly here underneath the eye and around the sides of the nose. Feel free to vary the size of your brush, using a smaller brush in the smaller areas of your face, and for the larger surface areas, a big fluffy brush will do. Now that your face is prepped, primed, perfected, and set with powder, you can go ahead and move forward with all your other makeup elements, adding your eyeshadow, your blush, your bronzer, everything before mascara. Before you hit those lashes with mascara, I recommend setting with a finishing spray. It can be used either alone or in conjunction with powder. Oil Strike is a perfect fit for absorbing oil throughout the day and preserving your makeup for up to 16 hours. Now, if you have mature skin, a perfect fit would be Time Setter. Time Setter not only locks in your makeup throughout the day, but it prevents it from settling into your fine lines. Now that everything is perfectly set, go ahead and apply that mascara and enjoy your finished, perfected complexion. That's it. I told you it was easy. And by taking your time to go through these steps, you'll not only have a perfected canvas, but it'll last all day.